Hello, I'm back again for the next Q&A, and this one comes from a single client who proposed this to me last week. And because it's been sort of a typical one that I get from kind of the people I work with, which I'm so blessed, I seem to get to work with the evolved people, both singles and couples. So the question, which I'm really excited, I'm going to be challenged to keep it to real brief though. But the question is, do you believe we can set the tone for an evolved, healthy, thriving partnership, even in dating? And my answer is absolutely. And why is that? It's because when we become the one to whom our greatest desire for an evolved beloved who is capable of establishing a healthy, thriving, passionate, loving partnership, when we can become that partner to whom such a partner could be attracted to, that is where we begin. So we start within and we work on ourselves and we develop ourselves and we step into what I call our greatest self, who is emotionally, spiritually, physically, intellectually evolved and healthy. And so when we can live from that space, then we're going to become a magnet to others who are living in that space. And we're going to just naturally repel those who are not. And it's going to become much easier to identify those who are not. And so we start there. And then we also develop our vision of what is possible. Because I find that because we tend to think about partnership and romance in terms of our past experience, we tend to be very limited in our vision. So we upscale that vision of what is possible and see it from what is the future we are trying to create and the partnership we know we are capable of stepping into. And from this place, we then can learn the skills and capacities to develop such an amazing partnership. And that is what I teach. Lots of workshops and individual programs. I work with singles and couples all around these skills. And I'm going to attempt to just mention them briefly. But before I do that, I just want to say that we set the tone from the moment we date, from the moment we meet someone, for healthy, thriving interaction. So we can set the tone from the very get-go of meeting someone. Harville Hendricks says that we can use dating as our training ground for establishing a healthy partnership. So we do that. And what are these skills that, actually are the way that you can figure out how your date fundamentally ticks quite efficiently by using these skills, and then be able to figure out if they're the kind of date you want to develop something with or not. And so what are they? I have broad categories I'm going to mention today in this Q&A, and that is deep listening and speaking our truth. So deep listening is a whole set of skills that allows us to step into a maturity to which we can put aside our own stuff, our own opinions, our own suggestions, our own agendas, and be 100% present for the person that we're interacting with. And when we can do that, and that person really feels that, it establishes a level of safety and openness that could never have been possible. And they're going to start revealing a lot more than they would have ever revealed without having that deep listening. And then you're going to really find out, who is this person? So deep listening is a phenomenal set of skills. And then the whole realm of speaking our truth encompasses a lot, but it's really fundamentally stepping into love and self-esteem and self-honoring and speaking from that place and giving that gift to the one with whom we're interacting with. And sometimes things come up that we may need to set some kind of a boundary around, but we do it in such a way that is so respectful and loving, both for ourselves and for the other person, that it actually deepens what's possible in the relating, in setting these boundaries. And so I'll just touch a little bit and then I'm going to wrap this up. What does that mean, setting a boundary? And what would that even look like to do that in a skillful way? Well, so when we do that, let's just say there's some kind of behavior that you're not really appreciating. As you get to know someone, you've gone, let's say, on 10 dates and you're really diving in, you're recognizing that, hey, this person interrupts me all the time, or something else, they come late all the time, or something that really is bothering you. So what we do is we describe the behavior and not the person that we're having a problem with. And we keep it in the I pronoun and we drop all yous. And so we go into that. And then we express what our ideal would be in this situation, what we would love to experience without telling the other what to do. Okay, as you can tell, this could take a little practice and probably a little bit more diving into it. So, but I'm going to stop here and just giving you little tasters of the broad categories of skills that I teach that are awesome for dating and, of course, for a relationship. So when we can, just a tiny summary, when we can live from our greatest self and have a really wonderful vision of what is possible and what we truly would love to experience in a partnership, and then have the skills and capacities to relate in a way to really dive into finding out who this person is and sharing who we are. It is amazing what is possible for what we can draw in, and it can save us a lot of time and effort and pain if we can come from this place and have these capacities. Save us a lot of time in finding who is right for us, and then to be able to develop an amazing, loving partnership. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next Q&A.